Hey, what's up, y'all? It's David. I'm making a very quick video because we're going to be talking about self-taping very, very soon. This is the small office in the studio. A lot of times when you are self-taping from home, you have small spaces, not large studios like we have out there. So I'm going to kind of show you a few things very quickly because what I'm working with today, right now anyway, is a smartphone. It's on a light stand. You're gonna need some kind of stand, a vertical stand that probably gets up pretty high. Stuff like this is also a very mini tripod that you can put a smartphone on. But stuff like this is probably gonna be too small. So you're gonna need probably something like a legitimate tripod or a light stand or possibly a ring light that integrates a stand with a light and a smartphone bracket. We'll talk about all this stuff. Okay, so right now, if you can get a sense, I've got overhead light. There's a very small window here, but if you're self-taping and you're using overhead light, it's okay, but you get not a lot of light in the eyes. So that's a bit of a challenge, but the biggest problem right here, right now, is all of this clutter. This is not acceptable for a self-tape. Well, that's helpful. It's not perfect, but it's helpful. A trifold or this is for quad folding thing, room divider. If you had one of these, this might be helpful as long as it's not too dark, but something like this could work for a background for you, at least for a medium shot. This is a far cleaner environment for doing something like a tape, especially since most of your stuff for the proper audition will be in a medium shot or closer. All right, so if I was doing a medium close-up, now I am having to kind of do horse stance a bit, right? I had to kind of squat to get down here, so that's a little uncomfortable. But hey, I'm just showing you some things, getting your brain into creative mode so you can think of solutions to anything that you are coming up against in your environment. Collapsible background is now up. You can hang this vertically or horizontally. This is still not particularly ideal because there's still some, I'm not going to call it chaos, but there's still stuff in the space that might distract your viewer. That's better. Okay, this is absolutely fine for self-tape. Too much headroom. Guess what? Lower the stand. But again, the eyes are a little dark. I've got overhead fluorescent lighting. In this situation, what I'm going to show you next is I'm going to just add one light behind the camera to get a little bit of light into my eyes. So I'll be using two lights, overhead lights combined with a LED light. That's the word I was looking for. This is an LED panel light. Again, not suggesting that you necessarily purchase this particular model, but we will be talking about lights, ring lights, LED lights, soft boxes, umbrella lights. There's so many choices. We'll talk about a lot of them. All right, so again, check out the face. This is before the lights. Hi, off again, on. That's quite a bit of difference. So we've added that LED light. Most LED panels will have an intensity dial, which I find very helpful because we are looking for a good balance of room lights with the intensity of your added light. You might be able to light your entire space with an LED or a ring light, but a lot of times those smaller lights, they're great for lighting faces, but they're not so great at lighting spaces. I get a little shiny, so I'm gonna plug this product here. Is that upside down? It is. Pleasing Care Natural Premium Oil Blotting Tissues. There's a ton of this stuff, lots of variety, but I'm not wearing makeup. I didn't powder. I sometimes do. I sometimes add makeup or powder especially. But these, if I don't have access to any makeup or any powder, these will take oil away. Ew, that's gross. So I hope this information is helpful. I wanted to make this video very quickly because I'm about to do a self-tape. I'm doing it here in the office. I have limited space and because Angela's working out there, and I wanted to just show you similar things that you should be able to do in your home if you just have overhead lights and maybe a window and you don't have any other lighting, you can still make a self-tape. But adding lights and getting more light on you, especially on your face and into your eyes, it makes a big difference. Because if you are relying on overhead lights, as you saw, that light that comes from above will create shadows in your eyes. Break a leg at your next audition, and I will see you soon in the Self-Tape Academy.